When I think about what separates me from everybody else in my world, I think about my identity. I am a transracial, transnational adoptee from South Korea. When I was born on September 24th, 1987, in the province of Cheongcheongnam-do, South Korea, I was given my birth name, Yeong. My name was changed to Elisabeth Ann O'Keefe upon my adoption. Ever since the day that my family told me that I was adopted, I have always felt like an outsider, that I don't truly belong anywhere. I was afraid they would send me back to Korea, where I would not belong either. Paradoxically, adoptees hold a chameleon-esque superpower. We learn to move between both worlds, to compartmentalize all the parts of ourselves in our family, friends, and work circles, and we have an awareness of how to adapt to fit in. Being invisible is a source of protection, but what will it take for others to see me for who I am, not just what I look like? I live in the duality of belonging to two worlds, the one in which I was raised and the one that is unknown and other to me. As a baby, I did not choose to be relinquished, and I did not choose to be given away. I was powerless. Even though I received the gift of unconditional love from my adoptive family, there is a piece of me that no one will ever understand. I was torn from a life that I never had a chance to know, and I yearn to become the other half of me. My path to belonging was to assimilate to my white family and friends. As a child, I was asked, "Are you adopted? Why do you look so different? Who are your real mom and dad?" As an adult, I am asked if I am related to this or that other Asian person, as if all Asian people were the same, came from the same country, spoke the same language. We are not the same person. In third grade, my teacher gave us an assignment to create our family tree. I told my teacher that I was adopted, and I didn't know how I could make my family tree. My teacher took me into the hallway, and she told me she would excuse me from the project. She said, because I was adopted, she knew it would be difficult for me to gather the information necessary for my family tree. I held my tears until I got home, and I asked my mother how I could make a family tree when I didn't know anything about my Korean family. As I grew up, I was not prepared to protect myself from the racial discrimination that I would inevitably face as an Asian woman. People often assumed that I could not speak English, and I was asked if I was enjoying the United States because they thought I was an international student. I fit the model minority role as a classical pianist. I am related to other Asian people. I look like I come from other Asian countries. I have been told that I should keep my race and my identity separate from who I am as a dancer. Being one of the few women of color from elementary school through college, I was always the target of my friends' racist jokes. The funny thing about this is that even though I knew it would hurt me on the inside, I laughed right along with them just so I could fit in. I fought to belong, even if that meant sacrificing a part of myself. You make me feel hypervisible when you ridicule me with your words of hate. You make me feel invisible when you see me only for what I look like and not for who I am. I am not your easy target anymore. I will no longer hide. My Korean identity is a part of my core. I often feel stuck in the middle between my birth family and my real family. I belong to both worlds, but I do not fully belong to either world. I constantly ask myself if I am Asian enough and what parts of my Korean culture I can choose to claim as mine. As much as I try to feel understood, sometimes I feel like I am not enough. Not enough to belong, not enough knowledge of understanding my own identity, and not enough answers to deserve knowing the truth about why I was abandoned from the people who share the same blood as my own. I was born from one parent and raised by another. I feel a sense of grief or han when I think about what I have lost growing up without my birth family and what my life could have been like if I was still living in Korea. The ending of my story is left unwritten. I am still on my journey to find out more about the other half of me, my birth family, and my culture. But for right now, I am reclaiming my Korean identity. All of the parts that have shaped who I am, my story, my experiences, and my complexities are how I create my strong, irreplaceable sense of self as an adoptee. I am proud to be a Korean American woman, and I belong here too.